Y'all know nothing about Prince. What up, though? Good morning. Good morning. Let's go. You know what it is? Ooh. It's a way to start your morning with some Prince. Oh, yeah. It's about to get ugly this morning. Now, that's how you start. That's how you're supposed to start your morning off. Gotta play some Prince. See, we slept on Prince. A lot of people stopped playing. I still listen to the boy. Music is still amazing. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in, welcome in. It is Wednesday. One of your favorite days. I know it's mine. Anyway, I am Velvet Jones. And this morning, welcome to the Horseman's Live, where we will bring you. Oh, it's not yours, Hannah? Think about it like this. It's the middle of the week. You only got 2 more days in the week and it's here. So, as we always do, everybody, please tap the screen, share the live out to about 10, 15 like-minded people. This morning us men got a conversation for y'all. I just hope y'all prepared because you know what, time is of the essence. Get these men up here real quick. Top of the top.
What up? What up?
What up, though? Did you get? Let's try that again. What up, fellas? Y'all good? Cause seem like both of y'all need some Cafe Damone.
Good morning, Mike.
Yeah, cause that last good morning was like, yo, like good morning. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, welcome in. Thank y'all for joining the Horsemen this morning. So this is one of them questions where I get straight to the point. There's no sugarcoating. There's no back talk behind this, fellas. This is a straight to the point. I know I sent it out the other day, but you know me. I don't like the sugarcoat nothing. So this morning's question for you brothers: did I ask you for it? I'm going to say that again for those in the chat. It's a real simple question. Did I ask you for it? From a man's perspective. I told you, bro, I didn't even want to tap. Like I wrote, because when I sent it out the other day when we was talking, I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? We don't do that. I got to get straight to the bubble. I got to go straight to the bubble with this. Did I ask you for it? And this is for some of these sisters to understand too when what we're talking about right now. Because I know people probably lost. Like, what does it mean that I asked you for it? See, Miss Coco's on fleek.
Yeah. See now.
Miss Coco's on point already. Good morning, welcome in. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I have a live goal I like to reach, at least 100K likes. That's the most important thing I ask for. Because like I said before, I always say you guys are the heartbeat of this live. So respectfully, share the live out to about 10, 15 like-minded people. Tap the screen out. That's all we ask for. I'm not asking for no gifts. I'm not asking for nothing else. All I ask for is just to tap, knock on wood. So come on, fellas, let's get it. Michael looking lost right now. That's a first.
We are talking about Micah, and it's to Coco's point. She knew exactly what we were talking about. Being in whether it's a relationship or whatever, being in a situationship with a woman and her doing things for you, right, without us asking, and then hearing about it later, even though we didn't ask about it, even though it wasn't something that we asked for.
So basically, in a nutshell, you know what? I'm just gonna set it off because you know, Let me just for some of you sisters out there, if you are dating a man, right? Because we have this thing with us, we don't ask y'all for nothing. To be honest, a man truly doesn't. But if we're dating and we're like only 2 or 3 months in, and I see something that I like, and I tell you, you know what, Dag, I want to get that. I like that. I want to get that, and you turn around and buy it for me. That falls on you. That don't fall on me, because the reason why I say this is because if we dated for 3 months and on the 4th month we don't last, you can't get upset and then want to throw it back in my face and want to tell me that, oh, you owe me this, I did this for you, I did that for you. See, sometimes women, some women do stuff for us men that we don't really ask for, even though we say that, even though we see something that we like. Just because we like it does not mean that that you should get it for us. If I ask you to get it for me, that's one thing. But if you're doing it out of your own kindness of your heart, then let it be the kindness of your heart. Don't do it and then want to turn around and throw it in my face later. Because a lot of times in relationships, that happens where to the point where, oh, well, I did this and I did that, but I didn't ask you. And it's not like, and this is where the competition part comes in, where I feel like I have to compete with a woman because she's doing something for me. Now I have to reciprocate. And then the worst part about it is your expectations of, well, if I do this for him, he's going to do this for me.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna. You segued right where I was gonna go into, which was the unspoken expectations. Unspoken expectations is not fair. It's not even fair to yourself to have. You know what I'm saying? It's not share. It's not even fair to yourself as a person to not share what your expectations are. But you need to understand that at the end of the day, if you're doing something for somebody, it should be out of the kindness of your own heart, not in expecting anything in return. And if there is something that you want to do for somebody and you feel like you're going to do, then just don't do it. Just don't do it. I think you set yourself up for disappointment. And it's also not fair to the individual to have to do something for someone with an expectation that there's going to be some type of reciprocity. And then when you don't get, and there may be some reciprocity, honestly, it just may not be the way that you wanted to receive it. You know what I'm saying? And so because it wasn't the way you didn't want it to receive it, it doesn't necessarily feel like there's reciprocity there to So when it ends up happening, now you are feeling like, hey, wait a minute, I did A, B, and C for you, but this person never really asked for it. And now you're holding them accountable for not being appreciative for something that they probably appreciated but didn't necessarily ask for. And even when we say we didn't ask for it, it's gonna sound and feel like we're not appreciative. Couldn't be any further from the truth. We just don't want it thrown on our face if things don't work out or things start going south.
Correct.
Especially when you're in a relationship, right? And you're trying to, as a man or as a woman, you're trying to do the other person's love language, right? So you're generally just trying to do these things. And then, your spouse, when you're expecting your spouse to get it and then do it back and they don't, it's like, well, dang. Well, that's the point. Your spouse is not going to do what you think that, is going to be reciprocated. So you got to know that when you do it, you're just doing it because you truly just want to do it. And the person that you're doing it to, that person shouldn't take that as something so lightly. They should actually take care of that. Why? Because there's so many people out there, and that's why they're beginning of situationships and having them work husbands and work wives. Is because they decide that they don't need to do what needs to be done at home, and they rather just give the little its and bits to the people that they don't even really care about. And it transfers into a lot of dangerous, zones. So you got to understand. Men are very simple, right? Like we know we'll be 10 steps ahead of our lady, and we'll sit there, we'll know how to do this, X, Y, and Z. Well, for us, we want our woman to be exactly the same way. But we know they're not going to be that way. So sometimes we feel neglected. We be like, dang, man, I did all this and not even a thank you. Like, I can't even, I did all, I can't even get my back rubbed, not even like, come on. So it's deep, y'all. Y'all got to understand, like, we do not ask for much, but we pay attention to a lot. Remember that. I land with that.
No, I'm gonna say something that you just said. I gotta touch on it because you brought it up, so I gotta do it. See, a lot of times in relationships and sometimes even in marriages, we don't appreciate what our person does for us, but we appreciate more what that work boyfriend or that work husband does. Yeah, yeah, that kind of hit different. A lot of times we don't appreciate our person, even though this is a person that you claim that you love or that you want to be with, and they out there doing for us, and we don't appreciate it. But let it be that work husband, or that work boyfriend, or that work wife, or that work girlfriend who surprisingly just happened to bring you something, and you looking at that like it's the best thing in the world, like something that you never had before.
Imagine this scenario. You got a dedicated woman at home, right? And she makes a lunch for you. Doing your thing. She makes a lunch for you. Hey, I got your lunch. It's waiting out for you. You're good to go. You grab that lunch. You go to work. Put that lunch in the refrigerator. And then take the work wife out to lunch. Yeah.
And then, I like that you said that. Because then, and the funny part, and then you're paying for the lunch with the money that you're supposed to be giving to your wife or to your person. You spending your work money, your job money, your home income on that woman, buying her stuff, catering to her, doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing to your wife or to the person that you chose to be with. But you treating that person better than you treat the person at home. And then you start trying to find excuses. Y'all see where I'm going with this? You're trying to find excuse.
You can always find an excuse. Nobody's perfect. No one's going to meet everything that you want 100%. You can always find an excuse. Excuses are easy to find. Ownership is hard to embrace. Excuses, easy.
But my thing is, why is it so hard for some of us men to accept what some of these women do? And maybe that's just who they are. You know what? I'm a woman who just likes to do this, do that, and the third. But my thing is this: don't tell me what you are, just do it. Because if you're telling me what you are, then guess what you already did? You already gave me an expectation of, well, I know she's going to do this, so, and then you can't get mad if you feel like I'm taking advantage of something that you told me that you do. Like, for example, if you say I'm a pamperer, I'm a caterer, I'm gonna do this, then my expectations of you is to be that person. And in the moment that you're not showing me that you are that person, you see
Yeah,
what
just show up. Just show up, because I feel like what we're running into a lot. Well, my bad. Let me say what I'm running into a lot is a lot of words and not a lot of action. Like, it sounds good, and it sounds good, and there may be a little action, and then the next shiny object comes along, and now there's no action, and now you're just talking, and it's like, nah, you gotta go.
see mm-mm, that's a definite.
Now that's coming from the single person in the group,
Oh
right?
no, but don't feel. Listen, I've been down that road, bro. I've been down that road where it was the most. Oh, I can do this. I can do that. This is the type of woman that I am. Oh, I'm going to do like, huh? And you only said that because you see who I was dealing with before. So you figured if you say that to me, then you got the upper hand on this woman. And a lot of problems that I say that some of us men have is going to another woman, telling them about our problems with the woman that we with.
Mm.
I know we say women do it, but men, we do the same thing, and we do it even worse because we get to a point we we will turn to a woman and let that woman be fine. Let her be a baddie that you know, and you go and you start talking about your relationship about, I can't, she ain't doing X, Y, and Z. She's not meeting the expectations, this, that, the third. But see, I'm gonna say something with us men. With men need to stop coming with having expectations of a woman and just deal with the woman for who she truly is. That's one of the problems that we have. Our expectations, I'm expecting her to be like this. I'm expecting this type of woman. Nah, we gotta leave that part alone too. We tell the sisters all the time about their expectations. But what about ours? Do we really talk about ours?
No, because most men don't even really know what their expectations or boundaries are, because we're so busy trying to show up the way we think we're supposed to show up. So I mean, let me tell you something. As a single man, to have a woman say, "Oh," to want to show up for me a specific way, that's huge for me. To say, "Okay, what is it? What are your boundaries? How learn me enough to know. Oh, these are the things I need to do to make sure that I'm good." A lot of times, it's just been you're consistently given. You're just trying to figure out how to show up. Oh, how can I keep her interested or whatnot? I mean, that's an older version of myself, because now I'm just doing me. I love myself enough to know that I'm a solid individual. I don't need to tell someone that I'm dating or that I'm interested in that I'm not. I just show up as that, and then they get an opportunity to choose if my solid is good enough for them. I don't even take it personally, man. Go find something better. Good luck.
For real. It's like it's almost to a point, bro, where even and here's the thing that I realize that some of us that we do too. We try to match their energy, like, well, if she's doing this, I gotta do this. Like we make it seem like we have to do something just because she did it for us. Like we said, I didn't ask you to do it. I never asked you for it. I never asked you for it. And that's something that's something that people have to start playing in their heads. If I don't ask you, that does not mean if I don't ask you, and if I see something that I want, and we need to stop telling people, I like that, because in some minds, you know what, I'm gonna get it for them. So what are you doing it for? Are you doing it for browning points? Are you doing it because you truly feel that I really wanted it? Because maybe I see something that I wanted, but that don't mean I want it right away. And just because you have it does not mean that I'm supposed to. You know what I'm saying? And then here's the best part about it is if you get something for me and I give you back your money, you can't get upset. You can't. Because one thing you ain't gonna do is hang that over my head later on down the road.
And So Big Shay says, "Because I want to see you smile." That's dope. I love that. I love that. But what oftentimes happens, and I think that's what we're talking about now, because I've been in the situation where someone said, "Hey, no, that was a gift." You know what I'm saying? I still ended up I still ended up reimbursing the individual because I don't wouldn't want to owe nobody. And number one, number two, my past experiences has shown that people actually will throw it in. And this is particular to me. So if this isn't your experience, that's fine. My experience has shown that if people are giving too soon, then what ends up happening is it ends up being thrown in your face later when things don't work out. I think you really need to. I think you really need to take your time and getting to know people before you start investing stuff like buying stuff for them, especially like bigger stuff. You know what I mean? Like, just be mindful. I don't mind like little stuff because I'll do that. Flowers, stuff like that. I don't have a problem with that. But when you start doing stuff like and you're not even asking for it, it's almost like number one, how do we turn it down? Because generally we know they're probably giving it because they want us to have it. But what's the flip side of that? Is because a lot of people give expecting something in return as opposed to just giving just to give. I don't understand that because I don't give expecting anything in return. I just give. And so to put that unspoken expectation on someone, it can be and it can create an uncomfortable situation where someone walking away like, wait a minute, but I didn't ask for it. That doesn't mean I didn't appreciate it. It just means I didn't ask for it. So what? So why are we bringing it up? Why is it being thrown in my face? Yeah, I said it was something that I was going to get, that I wanted to get. You chose to, okay, here you go. Oh, no. I had a hard time turning down stuff because, people get offense to that. So, what is the balance there?
But you know what, bro? Let me reset the room real quick. First of all, thank you all for joining. Good morning. Welcome into all those who are just coming in. This morning's topic, of course, is did I ask you for it? It's very simple, straight to the point. Did I ask you for it? We have 144 beautiful souls in here this morning. Can you please tap the screen, share the live out? The live goal today is try to get to 100K. That's all I really asked for. And just for you guys to enjoy the conversation. I'm gonna tell you something that bothers men too, as well. That sometimes some women don't really understand is the fact that we have this thing where we can get with somebody, and that woman that don't do something for us, and then she throw it back in our face, and then when the next woman do it, this is the reason why we like, you know what? I don't want that same hurt no more. I don't want to feel that same way that I felt from the last woman. So whatever this woman, any woman that's doing something for me, I'm going to reciprocate. I'm going to give it right back to her. Because I don't want that. That's one of the hardest things for a man to get over is for a woman to do something for us, and then we turn around and she throw it in our face, and then we get with another woman and she starts doing it. It's like, it's almost like that. Am I dating the same type of woman over and over again, even though she's different? But it makes it seem like every woman that I've dealt with has the same thing, the same intent, like, oh, I got you this, so you owe me. No, I shouldn't owe you anything. So if that's the case, you can't get mad at that man for being like, you know what, listen, I appreciate what you did for me, but I got to pay you back. Now, as that man, he also needs to set that boundary with that woman and tell her, well, listen, I've dealt with women that did this. So if you're going to do something, just let me know that you're doing it for real and not to throw it back at me. So now once I already set that boundary with that woman, there's nothing she can say or do. She can sit there and say that, but guess what? Sister, I already told you the type of man that I am and what I dealt with. So now if you're doing this and you're not respecting what I'm telling you, and you still throw it in my face, which means you didn't hear what I said, you lack respect for me. So guess what? This relationship is not going to work. Hard conversations. Some of the hardest things that we have to do sometimes as men is actually come out and tell them, like, look, and I think for us it's always best to sometimes tell them what we've been through. Some things, not everything, not but some of the things that we truly are not comfortable with. I mean, look, I'm not comfortable with a woman moving like this, doing that, doing this. This is not what I'm expecting of you, but this is just who I am. So to give you an understanding of the type of man that you're dealing with. See, is expectations is one, but understanding the type of man that you are dealing with is two. See, if I come with expectations, I'm expecting you to be this, that, and the third. And if you don't follow those, and if you don't meet those guidelines, then that falls on me. But if I'm sitting here telling you as a man, like, listen, these are things that I just I don't agree with within me. And sometimes women need to respect when a man says such things like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like that. Thank you, Wolf. I don't like this. I don't like that. There's certain things I'm not with. So those are not expectations. Those are just me telling you what I truly don't like. And if people start doing that in their relationships or meeting someone, I think it'll work out a lot better instead of just, well, I expected you to be this. No, don't expect me to be anything that I'm not. And vice versa. Can't expect a woman to be something that she's not.
Yeah, I think there needs to be some clear communication on the front end and some boundaries set on the front end, so they don't walk away feeling used, and you don't walk away feeling like someone's feeling like you trying to take advantage of. You know what I mean? If you're going to do something for somebody, do it out of the kindness of your heart. And I love that. You know, that's a dope feeling to have it done when somebody does it. But the as dope as it is to receive it, it's just as damaging and disappointing when it's get thrown back in your face. So there's a highs and lows to that when it's done, when it's thrown back in your face. And so I just encourage people to understand that if you're going to do something for someone, then you just do it. And it shouldn't be shouldn't be anything that you're telling anybody else about. Oh, look what I did for him. I did this for him. I did this for her. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't, there was no, reciprocity. No, you did it because you wanted to do it. So keep it moving.
That's it. Oh, in the building. What up, though? Can't hear you.
Muted.
I know.
Oh,
I'm trying to unmute. We're gonna make it do what it do. It's Friday. For me, it's almost my Friday.
oh,
So
someone,
we're not coming here on Friday.
okay.
It's Wednesday, but it's almost Friday. Almost.
Well, guess what today's question is? Why you breathing like that, bro? It's the breathing for me. It had to exhale. Ooh.
Y'all ain't gonna bring no disruption in my household.
Oh no, it's a simple question, bro. You know, we get straight to brass tacks. So, simple question. Did I ask you for it?
Go ahead.
I just did. Did I ask you for it?
No. So if I'm gonna give you the straight answer is in real world, if I didn't ask for it, give it to me. Because that's the world I live in. You know what I mean? Let me say it this way. All jokes aside. If you're gonna make somebody their favorite meal, you make it the way they want it, not the way you want it. And if that's the case, then I don't need any additives. Okay? I don't eat spicy food. Don't bring me spicy food. So if you didn't ask for it, then here's the thing: too many times we do things with reciprocity, meaning, okay, if I do something for you, you do something for me, right? And that's where we get into the weeds of the grass, because that's not how life is in real life. You should never do anything that says about you, you're gonna do something for me, unless it's been stated up front, and that's where the rubber gets road. That has to be understood up front. That's generally not the case. So that's a dangerous place to be, because there are a lot of expectations that are being brought into the whole thick of the thing without considering that. So that part is where it gets real crazy.
Yeah, I think for me it is the lack of consideration of the other person. To be truthful, we don't consider how the other person may feel that we do it when we just go out and get them something. Now I'm gonna give I gotta give two sides of this coin. If you're married, if you're in a marriage and you see something you like and your wife or your husband go and get it, can't complain about that. That's your wife or your husband. Bottom line. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Thank you, baby. I love you for that. It's not that's something that's a part of not see in a marriage. There should be no expectations in a marriage. Hands down. I chose you. You chose me. You know the type of man that I am. I should know the type of woman that you are. I should know some of the things that you like. You should know some of the things that I like. Don't get mad if I don't know everything about you. Don't get mad if I don't know everything that you like, and you can't get mad. I can't get mad if you don't know everything that I like. Bottom line. But as long as you know some of the basics, the colors, some of the foods, certain things, yes, that's all fine and dandy. But you can't get mad at me if I don't know. Oh, you don't. It's almost like saying when sometimes women always tell their husband, "You ain't paying attention to me." I'm paying attention, but the attention I'm paying and the attention that you want me to pay is two different things. So you want me to pay your attention, but I can only pay my attention, and vice versa. See, and these are even in relationships. These are problems that people have when it's, oh, you're not paying attention to me. You don't understand me. I understand you. But I can only understand you the way that I need to understand you to make it make sense to me. And people always talk about this communication thing, but that's me. It's not about, here's the thing. Because people always use, oh, you know, it's about communicate. You gotta know how to communicate. When it comes to communicating, right? Even if I'm talking to you, I'm still telling you certain things. I'm still learning you. So if I'm communicating with you and you're telling me certain things that you like, and I'm cool with that, I'm not going to remember everything that you like. I'm not. I'm not going to I'm not going to remember every single thing, but I'm going to remember to me, what's more important for me to remember. Because you're not going to remember everything about me. And I don't understand why women are sitting there talking about why. Because there's no way in the world a woman can remember everything about her man that he likes, certain things that he likes. You know why? I'm going to tell you why, ladies. Because when this man come to your house and you be like, oh, do you want a sandwich? And you don't ask him what he wants on his sandwich and you go and make him a sandwich, you just made him another man's sandwich. So how do you know what your man really likes on that sandwich unless you ask him? Right or wrong, fellas? Do the math. Oh, you want something to eat? You never ask this man how he likes his food. You just go and make him a plate. Here's the funny part. You already prepped the meal. And then after you prep the meal, you know what, I cooked this, and this. How do you know he likes that? And sometimes the man to eat the food just to be nice because you know what, that's not, you know what I'm saying? See, they don't get it. They don't get it. This is the reason why we do what we do, fellas. To let some of these women understand the reason why some men move the way that they move. And it's not assuming, and I'm not making assumptions, pie. I'm a man. See, that's a woman's thought when she said you're assuming. I'm not assuming anything. This is the reason why I love what we do, fellas, to be honest. Because sometimes women need to hear from men, not from panderers, not from simps, but from men who have been through certain things. And what we see and how we perceive certain things.
Right. So here's what we're saying. We're saying to clear the air a little, just a little bit. Let's meet somewhere in the middle of the road. If we're referring to you, like if you're dating someone, right? You invite them over for dinner, right? You're gonna cook food the way you're taught to cook the food. You're gonna cook it a certain way, and according to you, that food should taste good, or should make that man go, "Wow, that tastes good." But also keep this in mind. What if you haven't had real deep conversations? What if the food you have is high in sodium and they have health issues? You haven't had those discussions, so you made the food according to what you thought was a good idea, but it may not be a good idea for that person, or it could be spicy. That's what I say. That person could be spicy food. They're not going to sit there and go, "This tastes terrible." It could be probably good, but it's probably good. They also could say, "This is a little too spicy for my taste." That's all we're saying. We're not saying that people have a problem with what you do and how you do it. I also saw somebody say earlier on, listen, so you can't do things out of the kindness of your heart. You can, but a lot of times we do things with the kindness of our heart. Too many times we do with an expectation. And that's where you have to manage expectations. That's what's important. managing your expectations. That's all we're talking about. We're not referring to the extremes. Again, we're here to have conversations from a man's point of view, so let's not go to the extremes. Because again, just like you say we are being men, so is you ladies being women. You know why I say that? Because somebody already put in there, all we need is our bills paid. Okay? Cool. And then who's going to help with the kids? Because you can't do what men do for kids. And we can't do what you do as a woman for the kids. So let's stop all that because that's old and it's raggedy.
Mm.
I'm going to land there.
Ooh, dang, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all messing with bing, bing. Listen, let me tell you something. I gotta keep it real. When you hear women talking about all they need is their bills paid, then guess what you're gonna get? Just a man that's gonna pay them bills. That's it. You ain't got no love, you ain't got no protection, you ain't got no security, you ain't got nothing but somebody who's coming through, paying your bills and bouncing on you. You know, like he's not taking care of them kids, he ain't taking care of you. All he's doing is making sure that them bills is paid in that house. Sometimes, and here's the thing. A lot of times, some people say certain things that think that it sounds cool. Oh, all I need is this, all I need is that. And guess what you just did? You just spoke that into fruition because a lot of stuff that we speak out of our mouth it comes to play. And then you realize that you are just stuck with somebody just paying bills. Then you'll be like, well, he don't love me. He don't care for me. That's this, that, and the third. But guess what? At the same time, he don't love you. He don't care for you because that's not what you asked for. All you asked for was somebody to pay your bills.
Okay, so here's the thing. Again, this is not we're here to come for nobody. This is here to let you understand where we stand so that there's a better understanding. See, here's the biggest thing between men and women is that communication is important. However, how to communicate is even more important because we're wired differently. So if we're wired one way and women are wired another way, that means I have to literally communicate how I'm feeling or what I'm thinking to someone in their language. Imagine that. So I have to process what I want to say, break it down so that you can, and give it to you so that you can comprehend what I'm saying and why I'm saying it. It's a big job and everybody's not good at it. It's called work. Hence why it's not a good idea to be all over the place with who you're talking with and who you're dealing with because there's a whole lot to download on how everybody operates. But I'm going to say this little piece as we're going to stay on task. Again, we're talking about if I didn't ask you for something, understand this. There are very few people walking this earth that don't do something with a hidden agenda. It doesn't mean it doesn't mean you're being negative. It's just it's a hidden agenda. You did it for what reason? You know, you did it out of kindness. Like, for example, you give somebody to a person on the street who's homeless. Question you have yourself: did you do that because of the kindness of your heart, or did you expect the blessing to come back later? Just answer the question.
No, that's the thing though. Like a lot of times, even us men, sometimes we always ask like, "Baby, do you want this? You know, baby, can I get this for you?" And I'm not saying all men, but a lot of times we have to ask because we don't want to just go out there and get something and get the wrong thing, and then it's like, this is not what I wanted. Why would you even go out there and spend your money on something like this if you know this is not what I really wanted? And this is the difference between us and them is the fact that sometimes we don't really know. We have an idea, but sometimes we truly don't know. We'd be like, you know what? And sometimes we get to that feeling where it's like, yo, I feel like I want to do something nice for her. Let me just, being that I'm already out, let me go and get this. Let me just go and buy this for her. And then we go and get it, and it's something that she liked, but it wasn't what she really want. She liked it. See, we have it's two different languages. Oh, baby, I like this. A word. Our mind is she like it. I got to get it. But it's, oh, baby, I want this. See, the languages is different between a man and a woman. See, look at the women. See, that's it's a difference. Oh, baby, I like the way this looks. You like how it looks. You know what? You like the look of it. But in the mindset, in her mind, if we get that, her mind is already how she's going to look in it. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy work. And then we go out and we go buy something that she said that she likes. But even though I like that doesn't mean you had to go get it. Now, how am I supposed to look in it? Now, what if it don't fit? What if you don't even realize her size? What if she's a 10 and you get an 8? Now you calling her, baby, what's your size again? Come on. See, a lot of brothers don't even know. Here's the thing. A lot of men don't even know the size of their woman. Oh, I think she would look good in this. I think she could probably fit this.
True story. I'm gonna say this. In adding on to what you just said, if you don't know the size of your woman's size for shoes, panties, jeans, blouse, jacket, then you got what we call she's on the squad. Sorry, she's not. She's not the one. She's not the main one. She's not the second one. She's on the squad because that takes a lot of work. It takes time to figure that out. You ain't unless you're interested in going window shopping. You know, fellas don't like going window shopping because that's too much walking around the mall. That's how you. They say that's how you change your credit score. Fellas, real talk. Valentine's Day this weekend. Let's bring it on home. You better have something set up, or your credit score is gonna suck.
Nah.
It's that simple. But how do you? Here's the thing. You say, "Well, I didn't ask you for it," and that's cool. Let's go to the flip side of that. What if I want to find out? For whatever reason, whether it's just to get to your parents or because I have a very natural interest in you, do your homework. It makes no sense that brothers out here just arbitrarily buying flowers and sisters don't like flowers. There's a lot of sisters that don't like flowers, fellas. Know who you're dealing with, and that's why we call it dating. You get intel, know what you're dealing with, and why you're dealing with it. Do you choose to deal with it or not? Again, it goes down to what are your expectations and managing your expectations when you're dealing with folks. When they do something you didn't ask for. It's okay to be doing things out of the kindness of your heart. But understand this, you might make the other person feel a little weird. They're like, why'd they do that? What are they doing it for? And here's the thing. You can't fault them for feeling that way because they may have been done wrong or just a little curious why you'd be going so hard so early in the game.
For first of all, if we really want to get technical, well, let me do this first. You know, I gotta say what I gotta say. What up, twin?
Yo, Trent, what's good? That's why I'm gonna leave it before I become derailed.
Look, you already started. Yo.
Before I go off rail, I'm gonna leave it right there.
You already started, twin. What's goody though, man?
Everything good, brother Ford, brother brother Mike. What's good, my brother?
It's you know what it is. It's love. It's tell them you love them Wednesday.
That's right. Today you tell them you love them Wednesday, and your brother Daddy Ford loves everybody.
And that's the reason why he do what he do. Anyway, so look, this morning's question is, I got to keep going back to the black book. Did I ask you for it?
Did you ask me for it? Anything or anything specific?
All right, read the room.
All right.
Read the room. You know I love you.
All right.
So here's the thing. You asking the woman. You telling this woman, did I ask you for it? Meaning, if she went and got you something that you said that you liked, and she went and bought it, and now she want to throw it in your face later on down the road about what she did for you, did I ask you for it?
Oh, you know, me myself, if that specifically happened, it would only happen once. Because if you ever bought me something and then you threw it up in, I will verbally tell you, do not ever buy anything for me again. Period. I'm just like because I've done so much in life, right? And do something for someone, you do it out the kindness of your heart. That's how I live my life. So if somebody was specifically would come and do something like that for me, you would never have that chance again. It doesn't mean I'm going to throw you to the curb. It's just keep whatever you got in your pocket. Because if you're not going to give it to me from your heart, that you would have to bring it up. You never did it out of the genuineness that's in your heart. So I don't want nothing from you on that level. You may be the best person in the house, but you keep your presence because I don't need to hear it. Because anything I've done for you, everything I do for you, I don't bring it up because I wanted to do it for you out of the kindness of my heart. So I would not have that problem. And I don't agree with it. Like, it's bad. It really shows a lack of taste and it shows nasty character.
But you know what? It's something that Unc said about Valentine's Day, right? I gotta say this. So if for any of us men up here that are in a relationship, in a marriage, whatever, starting this week, we should make every day should be Valentine's Day for the woman that we with. Bottom line, we shouldn't have to wait 365 days just to get to this one day, just to get to the one day to celebrate the so-called love that we have for the woman that we with, when that should be reciprocated every single day. Just like her birthday should be every day, just like Christmas should be every day. Let's call it for what it truly is. How can I love you but only truly love you more on a certain day? I love you more on Valentine's Day than I loved you on your birthday, but I loved you more on your birthday than I do on Christmas.
Agreed. It should, I mean, for me personally, with that, it's like it knowing what's going on out here in life and society. And first of all, it's a pagan holiday.
Right. I was about to go there too. That was my second
It's a
thought.
holiday just for people to, and I mean.
And it's not even a holiday. Let's nip that in the
It's not
bud.
even a holiday. It's a man-made day to get you to spend your money. Now, if that's what you choose to do, fine. But you shouldn't do something extra and expect something different or more or extra because you chose to do something extra. That's supposed to be done every day. Every day, which twin is correct. Every day should be a Valentine. Every day that you are afforded another day with your loved one, it should be as if it's going to be your last day. You do everything you can for your loved one. Obviously with their reason or whatever have you, and vice versa, them to you as well. So if I didn't buy you something on Valentine's Day, baby, what part of me you wasn't watching? Because I don't even get down like that.
Right. Because what I look like going out there buying you get a heart-shaped box when you already got my heart and all this chocolate. You got all this, and this chocolate is free, baby. You know what I'm saying? It don't come with no calories. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gaining no weight from all this chocolate. And you got the thing that's pumping all day, every day.
Exactly. I'm way better than Godiva.
You better believe it.
I haven't got nothing on me.
Like, it's a thing of, I shouldn't have to, I got to make reservations to go out to eat. I got to go out there and get these balloons and buy all this stuff for one day. For what? Well, it ain't going to last. But this what you got has been lasting. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a thing of, I have no problems with giving. I have no problem with doing certain things for you as a woman. If I love you, I'm going to do it. But don't have these expectations that because of what I'm doing it, that I'm doing it wrong or that I just don't love you. Sometimes we get to a point and we get to this point in these ages that we in that, well, I've always had a man that done that. Well, then guess what? Obviously, you need to go back with that man that's always been doing it. Because I'm a whole different man, so I'm going to move and do things a whole different way that you may not agree with. But if you chose to be in my life, these are things that you chose. If I chose to be with you, these are certain things that I chose. Like, it's a difference. I know this person. Mike, did you just ask me, have I ever been married? Are you really kidding me? Have I ever been married? Maybe you should ask yourself that question. Have you ever been married or are you married? See, asking me a question like that is foolishness. What does this is one thing I don't understand with some of these questions sometimes. They be like, have you ever been married? What does having to be married and being married have to do with anything? Like let's make it make sense. And then the question is, have I ever been married? But my question is this. See, when you ask a question like that to me, I'm gonna ask you the same thing. Are you married? Are you in a marriage? Is your marriage working? Well, if you're
Yeah, I think people need to stop gauging people and their knowledge based on if they're married or not, because there's a lot of ridiculously unhappy people in unhealthy marriages. What does it mean? At the end of the day, is do you know how to deal with people or not? So I'm going to take advice from somebody who's unhappily married, or I'm going to take advice from somebody who is single right now. Like, it doesn't matter. Y'all quit putting you guys put too much emphasis on that married thing, because let me tell you something. There's a lot of people that are just that are roommates that are married. So that whole question with "Are you married?" is kind of is always crazy when I hear it, because it really don't. For me, it doesn't hold weight, because I, as a single person, I see happily married people, which is my the group of people that I'm around the majority of the time. But I've also seen a lot of unhappy married people, and people are just staying because they can't afford to go anywhere. They're staying because they're used to the toxicity, and it's comfortable. It's the evil that they know, so they're going to stay there. For many different reasons. So marriage is not a barometer to gauge whether you're going to give the good advice or not. Period.
So let me say this to all you women, right, that be trying to come up and request up, right? The same women that are trying to request up today, pull up tomorrow. See, tomorrow is questions with Velvet, where I allow women to come up and ask questions. I'm gonna say this real slowly so that way y'all can get it. I allow women to come up on the platform, and we have one-on-one sessions where you can ask me a question. I'll sit there, I'll give you your answer. We go on from there. But when you see brothers on the platform, this is an all men's platform. This is where us men, the horsemen, are just the only ones that are up here. But tomorrow, when you do questions with Velvet, you can come up on the platform, ask me any question that you want. But with that being said, Rob, what up, Rob? T.O. in the building. Let's get it. Good morning, brothers.
Gentlemen.
Greetings, what's up, y'all?
You know, we in the building.
Guys. Peace.
So, you know what the question is? Did I ask you for it? Bottom line. Did I ask you for it, woman?
Wow. Man, that is a handful. Only thing I can really say, and just give you a heads up, I have a pickup, so you guys can drop me as soon as I'm done. But I just want to say hi to you guys. But yeah, I have to echo the sentiments of my man D Ford here, because if you're going to use something just to attack me whenever there's a problem, then what's the purpose of you buying the gift in the first place? This comes from the things that we do for each other. Reciprocity comes from the bottom of the heart, and we should never ever use it against each other. Now, granted, you might do that secretly in terms of what you're feeling, but all in all, you just can't do these things in order to get back at a person because you're mad. It goes both ways. So that's all I got to say, and yeah, I land. But I appreciate. I just wanted to say hi to you guys. You guys have a wonderful day, and be safe. Peace.
Hi, my brother Rob. Always.
Let me say this. Here's the thing. We have to understand that.
Say it with your whole chest.
No, I just, we got to understand that You know, the thing is I don't think people, honestly, I think people who just naturally are givers, I don't think they necessarily I don't necessarily feel like they give expecting. I think it comes after when they start feeling a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I think they give it, I do believe that some people do give wholeheartedly, right? And then when things start going bad, now they have to start looking for things to be able to use against that individual. And that is a weakness right there.
Right. But
That is a weakness right there.
But the thing is, brother, I got you, Micah. But the thing is, some of us men don't even know what that really looks like. Because we have been we have trained our minds that I'm not going to allow another woman to do what the other woman has done. That we don't even see that the woman that is a true gifter, the one that is doing out of true love, because she just truly cares for us. We don't really see that, and that's one of the things. And we have to blame ourselves because we have been blinded by all the nonsense. We never truly opened our eyes to see the woman who she truly is. Yeah, Michael, you got it.
See, I've been sitting back just listening, right? And it goes on to the saying of this. When you're in a relationship or in a marriage, right, it's called work. And what happens is in the beginning, that chase that man was doing, that chase that woman was doing, as the relationship progressed, they got comfortable. So those general things that they were doing just to be general with it, now they were doing it with expectations. Why? Because they don't feel like doing the work. So the work slows down, and then the anticipation or the expectations of things change. Because it's like, man, when in the beginning my man did this. Oh, in the beginning my woman did this. So when those in the beginning stops and those chasings of those things stop, that's where the things start coming into, okay, well, if I do this for her, am I gonna have to do something back for her? Or, okay, well, I did this. Now let me see if she's gonna do something back in return. Because see, if she doesn't, then now you know what? I'm not gonna do that no more. I'm gonna go ahead and just put a hold on that too. Because you start learning the selfishness of your person. And then you start learning that the negative habits of the person. Because in the beginning, it was the show, right? It was the application. It was the invitation of what you could have. But you get lazy in your relationship. And then the expectation of your partner changes because then your partner gets lazy with you. So if you continue to put in the work, men, if you keep chasing your spouse, women, if you keep chasing your man, you wouldn't have no work husband, you wouldn't have no work wife, you wouldn't have no situations, you wouldn't have any of those things because you'd be too tied up in chasing your partner at home. I land.
Oh, I know you want a little time frame. Come on, Unc. What? I know you ain't shaking your head. T.O., what's up, brother?
Yeah, what's going on, brothers? Gentlemen, good morning.
I'm letting him talk.
What's that?
We in the building.
No horseman in the building. Yeah, did we ask for it? Listen, I don't want it if it's gonna be for a lead up or webinar. If I give you something truly from my heart, I'm giving it to you truly from my heart. If you're giving me something for a plan later, or the weaponizer, well, I did, then I don't want it. I'd rather go ahead and not have anything. If I want it, I'll get it myself if that's the case. Because too many times there's an ulterior motive when some people give you things up to something. Or if they let you go out, as they say, well, you went out this night, so when it's my time to go out, I don't want you to say anything. There's always a leader. If there ain't a big love in it, don't give it to me. I get it myself. I land for a minute.
No, y'all hitting it on the head this morning, and it's the plain truth. It's like I'm not going to sit here and complain about something that you did, but just make sure that when you do it, you don't have an alternative motive. That's it. Do something for me. Like if I'm doing something for you, I have no alternative motive. Because sometimes, you know what the funny part is? You know, sometimes you can call your woman and just be like, baby, I love you. She'll be like, what did you do? Like, what? I ain't do nothing. I just wanted to tell you I love you. Like, but you know what the problem is with that? Sometimes we don't tell our women that we love them enough. So when they hear it, it sounds almost foreign.
But you know what? Let me say this real quick. Sometimes it doesn't matter how much you tell a person that they love them. You know, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Sometimes they need that adoration from other people just because it's from other people. You're like, wait a minute. But I tell you this all the time. But it sounds different coming from somebody else, and it gives them a little hope, a little cheer. Like Michael said, sometimes you got too comfortable in your marriage, your relationship, that when the person's actually giving you the adoration, you're so used to it now, you need something new. Just like a new pair of shoes, or you need another purse, or brothers, you need a chain, another ring, or another car. You're used to it, you want something different because it feels different. Sometimes you got to understand what's right there in front of you. Accept what's right there in front of you for those that are really trying to love you. Because sometimes the love comes from a wrong place and it's a setup and you fall right to the trap. I land.
This is what we're doing this morning, T.O.
Yeah, I also think some people are lazy. It's easier to buy stuff as opposed to show up. You know what I'm saying?
Say that again. Say that again. Say that again.
It's easier to buy stuff than show up correct. You know what I'm saying? I could Venmo something, I could order something, have it delivered to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I don't care. Don't give me nothing. Be consistent. You know, be honest, be transparent. You know what I'm saying? You know, make space. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking nobody for nothing. I pretty much have anything I want anyway. There's some stuff I may want to upgrade, but I don't need anyone to get that for me. At the end of the day, because we men have been doing this since the end of time. We throw some money at you, but you can get very minimal of us. If we're providing if we're paying your bills, oftentimes you get very minimal from us mentally and spiritually. We're just throwing that money at you, right? And it's lazy. Because I do these things it looks like a form of investment, but it's not. I'm renting your time with these payments of whatever I'm doing. It's not an investment, it's a rental. Because at a rental, you're gonna walk away when you're done using it. Understand that people that are throwing money at you, you can get the money, and if that's what you want, so be it. But I don't want to hear you bitch, excuse my language, because the man ain't doing what he needs to do for your heart and for your mind and for your soul. You chose that, right? And men, I don't want to hear you mad because women is getting attention from different other men because you haven't invested in them. All you doing is throwing some money at them. And at the end of the day, don't don't give, be. You know what I'm saying? That's my thought. I land there.
You know what though? Real quick, fellas. It's something that you just said, right? But we also have to look at it like this. Sometimes that's how that woman knows how to love, by buying, by gifting. That's her love language. I'm gifting this man. Every time he say he wants something, this is just how I show love for him. And sometimes we read that in the wrong way. We be like, yo, woman, I got this woman, she keep doing this stuff. Why you keep doing it? But we don't even ask her. We already come with the assumption of, nah, she trying to buy me. Ain't no way in the world this woman is this nice, but that's her language. That's what she knows. And this is the reason why she's been dealing with different men and in different relationships, because none of these men truly sat down and asked her, well, listen, let me ask you a question. Why do you buy these things for me? Like, why are you gifting me like this? And it's vice versa, because there are some people out here who are truly just gifting, and that's their love. That's how they show love, and that's how they show how they appreciate you, by getting you something. It's small gestures. But we don't realize that this is how they are, and we don't even we get upset because we thinking, oh, she's trying to buy me, or he's trying to buy me. He's showering me with this, and she's showering me with all this stuff. But is it really genuine?
Let me tell you something, bros. If I had a choice between gifts and time, I'd take time all day. Give me your time, I'm good. A gift can come, easily, but your time is required. If you can't give me your time, I don't want your gift. Your time is more important to me than your time. My wife's time is more important to me than gifts. Anything. Time, because you can't get time back. You can get a gift, but you cannot get time back. I land.
Michael, you had something you want to say? Oh, he's on teacup. You got something you want to say, Michael? Then I'm gonna go to Derek.
I want to use this metaphor, right? Think about it like this. When you go out for a new car, right? You're going out because you're like, look, these are the expectations that I want of this new car. So you look at all the features and what it offers you, right? And you go and you put that down payment. You're excited. You love the new car smell. You're washing that thing. You're treating it so good. But then as time goes by, the way that you thought about that vehicle has now changed. You're no longer making sure it smells good. Oh, it could take a week. You know, I don't have to wash it this week, right? So think about your relationship like that. If you're going to treat your person in the beginning like it's new, then you should continue to keep that relationship like it's that new car smell. Don't allow your relationship to depreciate in value. Truly see what it is that you bought and paid for. Because when you decide to say, yes, I want to be with you, what are you doing? You are signing a contract. You are saying to that person, oh, yes, I love this new car smell. I'm excited. I'm invested. I'm all these things. Stop depreciating your spouse. Stop depreciating your partner. And then you won't have to worry about a lot of these things that you're going through. And then feeling like, oh, is this person genuinely doing it? Or is there a motive behind it? Because you wouldn't have to ask all these questions if you stop depreciating each other. I land.
But you know what though, Mike? I love that you said that, right? But the car thing, bad analogy. Only reason why, when you buy a car and it gets off the lot, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You buy a car, that car loses value the moment you pull that sucker off the lot.
You had to do that. That ain't devil's advocate.
I'm just saying, he used the car. You got to call it what I mean, the car smells good and all that. And I love the way it smells, and it's going to last. But eventually that car smell going to die down too. And then you're going to have your own scent. And you're going to have your own smell. And it's going to run the way that you want it to run. So we gotta be careful because the car ain't gonna stay brand new forever, and your relationship and your marriage ain't gonna stay brand new forever.
Nothing stays brand new forever. Remember when we was in our teenage years and we loved to look at torpedoes? Tell me how them torpedoes is looking now, brother.
It's not about hold on, brother, because I got Lovely Robinson. So dang, men lose their value. It's not losing value. We don't lose value. See, the thing is this: just because you buy a car and it loses value off the lot, does not mean it's still not worth something. It is worth something to you because of look at what you have to put in it to keep it running. So, like, I get Micah's point, but to the point I'm about to make right now with this vehicle is this: even if you get into your relationship and it's brand new, after a while, that newness is not going to be new anymore, but you're still putting the upkeep in that relationship to keep that relationship fresh, to keep it still running. So you got to put into something in order to keep it moving. Just like the car needs gas to run. It needs oil. It needs all these things. There are so many changes. There are so many things that it has to get to make sure that car still runs. Same thing in your relationship and in your marriage. You have to put into it in order to keep it going. You just can't get into a marriage and think it's going to stay like that forever because it has its changes. There's times where you gotta gas that marriage up. There's time where you gotta oil that marriage. There's time when you gotta get parts because something broken in that marriage, and you gotta go get that part to fix that marriage.
That's what he said though.
I'm just saying, but I understand that. Mm-hmm. But it's a. Why you keep cutting me off, twin? Dad, can I speak?
Oh, I'm sorry, brother. Do you accept my apology?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the timeout room.
I love you. You know I love you, brother. They're gonna derail. See, that's my man. He just wanted to hear it for it. You know, he just wanted to hear it, right?
I'm about to come on camera too.
He wanted to hear that, yo. But what I'm saying is, and like I said, to Micah's point, the pouring in, the repairing, the damages, because sometimes you can get into an accident, and you gotta repair that whole marriage again. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That car ain't gonna run good. You might get a flat. Some things are airing out in your marriage, and you gotta patch that up and fill that up. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go I'm gonna say what's up to Brother Derek, and I can't pronounce his name, but I'm just gonna call him I am for now. But come on, Unc.
Yeah, so let me throw this in the pot, since we made a whole pot of gumbo this morning. I agree with what the baby Bishop was talking about, because again, here's the deal. And I'm gonna help my brother, because that's my little brother. Let's do it this way. It could be like a bottle of wine. The longer that wine sits on the shelf, it ages, but it's the best wine once you drink it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So we have to understand this too. When we're talking about did I ask for it? Where that, we have to understand where that conversation started and where it ended. Because the bottom line is this: when you're in a situation, the question we've been talking about, what we've been beating around the bush now, is that when we as men say, "Well, I didn't ask for it," because we get a little concerned about where it's being done. Is that a trust issue? Is that you're not used to people being present? When I say present, I don't mean the gift. I mean presence. Because again, our presence is real too. We're talking about just doing gifts or doing the action of things. Man, look, I know a lot of folks that would give their left arm for people to be present in their homes, or present when we're talking to people, not on these phones, not distracted by something else, but actually present. I said, if you want your significant other to get warm and fuzzy, be present when they talk, or be present when you're doing an activity. That's where the rubber meets the road, because we have to really understand, why did a person say, and I'm talking to the fellas, what you do that for? Why did you do that? And same thing with women. Well, why are you doing this? What about they did it because maybe they wanted something was never done for them, and they wanted to do it themselves. That's what we got to think about, because again, everything doesn't always have to be negative. What about sometimes they just did it because, you know what? They heard you say something, or somebody referenced it, you felt like doing it. But here's the thing: we constantly jump on the negative and not where it came from. What could have been something positive? We have to be very careful that our first thought goes to a negative connotation about something somebody did for you. Even if they did it for their own selfish reasons, so what? Here's the thing: there's such thing as blocking blessings. Everything we do is a seed sown. Let me say that. Everything we do is a seed sown. Period, point blank, full stop. So understand this. Let's talk about the actual statement. Where did that statement come from? Why do we get on the defensive when somebody does something, even if they do it for selfish reasons? Because I got news for you. You want to keep buying me good, nice things, and then it gets, and let's say, and I understand it can't go left. But if it goes left, does that mean I have to participate in that? No. You can make a decision not to participate in it. People say, well, I'm not sure. No, I don't argue with women. It's a dangerous thing to do. Even if you're right, I don't. And if it goes too far, I have sisters.
That's what we're doing?
So I'm saying that to say we have to really, let's get to the root of it. Why do we get on the defensive when people, as the question says, did I ask you for that? No, you might not have, but you might have needed it. Here's the thing: what if you prayed about it? What if you've been thinking about it? And what you think about will manifest itself.
Ooh. So, first of all, welcome in, brothers. Brother Derek, Brother I am. I don't want to get your name wrong, so.
No, that's all right, good brother. Appreciate you, man. I've been checking in for some time now, man. My name is T-Ton.
Okay, well, welcome in, Brother T-Ton. Welcome in, Brother Derek. What up, though? So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What do you?
I'm here to agree with Velvet.
That's my only purpose in life.
Yo,
But yo, let me say this, right? And this is more true about human behavior, right? A lot of times, these moments where, to the topic of saying, like, what was it?
did
say
I
it
ask you
again?
for it? Did I ask you for it?
Did I ask you for it, right? So let's say you're the person that says, did I ask you for it, right? But then when we look at the person who's let's say doing the thing, giving the gesture, the gift or whatever, sometimes these things kind of creep up on us over time, right? We start out in a relationship, everything cool, but then we have these moments, right? Let's call it conflict, right? Where the conflict doesn't get resolved, right? The communication is kind of a little weird. Maybe something hurt your feelings and you ain't never say that it did, right? And then you keep going. And little chunks just keep coming out along the way. Sometimes when people feel like they lost their voice or they don't have a place or maybe they're afraid to talk to you now, but we was good in the beginning, but these little things just chip away that we never really comprehended. We just kept moving on. Sometimes the gesture or the gift becomes the only way that I could feel like I could connect with you without having to go through the dialogue, because I don't want the dialogue no more. Let me give you this gift, and then what I'm going to do selfishly is sit back and see if you receive it the way that I want you to receive it, so that we don't have to go through the actual work of fixing the issue, right? And so now, if you don't react the way that I want you to, I'm gonna be mad at you. And then you're gonna be like, well, the person gonna be like, I got you the gift. We're supposed to be good, and you're gonna be like, I didn't ask you for that. That's not how we fix this. So this is just a perspective. This is just one of the many layers to this conversation. Sometimes people use that gesture as a way to connect back with you when that's not even how to solve the problem, because the problem ain't just from that day. So I land my plane.
No, I'm glad you said that, bro, because you know what, too? It's sometimes we even get to a point where even us men, where we know that we're wrong, well, let me go get her some flowers to try to soften up the blow. But that's not softening up anything. Because she's looking at those flowers like, bro, why did you get me these flowers? You know you did something wrong. And sometimes we do it just to avoid the argument. Just to take that whipping that we about to get from our woman. So we like, yo, I gotta go get her some flowers. Let me just go buy, if I do this now, all of a sudden, you want to do something good that you should have been doing already, only for what? For a mistake that you made or something that you have already done. And now you want to make up for it by getting her some flowers, something that she didn't even want at that time. Sometimes we just gotta allow a person just to be upset at us, especially as men. Listen, babe, you have a right to be mad at me. You have every right. If I caused you to be upset, I should sit back and be able to take that punishment. I should be able to sit back and take that ridicule what she's about to give me and actually sit there and hear her out instead of, like, you know what, trying to find a way out of something that we caused. Just my thoughts. Brother I am, welcome in.
Yeah, as I listen to the scenario, I think from my experiences alone, I found myself avoiding accountability. I just wanted to keep peace, but I was not communicating properly. And so there was a moment when I wanted to go get a gift, and the question did come up, why did you get that? And it took a moment for me to really think about it, and I was avoiding the fact that, I don't argue with women. I just wanted the peace, but I have to realize that this woman needs to be heard. And I need to be able to let her know that I hear her and I understand what it is that I have created. And the default should not be running out going to get a gift. The default, it should be that I be present, I maintain some consistency, and I make sure that I'm more aware of what it is that I'm doing and what it is that I have created, so that I don't run into that same process again. And then there's another layer where that, sometimes we're doing things and we're low-key gaslight the situation. We know we messed up. And by default, like you said, we go out and get a bunch of flowers and we go out and try to smooth it over. But that issue, that wound, that injury, whatever it is still present. And we cannot take a material thing to address something that's emotional or something that has impacted her in a way. So I just think that's a part of protection. It's a part of safety. It's a part of the conversations that sometimes when men get into these discussions, we avoid the fact that, we have to be accountable. We got to challenge ourselves to be better. And that's why I think this room and these conversations create community for men. So I appreciate the discussion and the time to share.
Brother, that was profound. Very well said. I couldn't have said it even better myself. And what you just said
Facts.
is 100%. Like I gotta give him his flowers. That was well said, and that's really holding a man accountable because it's true. We don't really hold ourselves accountable like we say that we do. We sit there and we start. The funny part is, even with us men, we will sit there and while she's talking, we talking in our head about she don't get it. She don't get what I'm talking about. See, this is what I'm talking about, and then our posture starts to change because while she's talking to us, we already talking in our head and we're not even getting what she's really saying. And then we get so, let me say this a little slower. Sometimes we get so caught up in our own thoughts that we don't realize that what she's saying, we're not even hearing her anymore. We're only hearing ourselves. And all we see is the mouth moving. But in our mind, she's not, nope, she's not. And then when we speak and we saying something that has truly nothing to do with the conversation whatsoever. And we throw them
So
off.
basically what you're saying is, bro, we do hold ourselves accountable too. We know when we messing up. We know when we've done wrong. We know when we got that gift. We're not just talking about women. We're talking about us too, right? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Talking about us, yep.
All right. I was just making sure that I was in the same live because I
Oh,
know
yeah.
some people say, well, men do it too. No, we're talking about us first.
Yeah, we talking about us first.
We're talking about our inner beings. We're talking about our inner feelings. We're talking about what's really happening in life in the eyes of us. Now, we're not trying to tell you who you are as a woman because I could never tell you who you are as a woman. I've never been a woman in a day's life, but I've been a man for 57 years. I can tell you what we've walked through. I can tell you the pains, the headaches, the different relationships. I can tell you a lot of stuff. So what we're trying to do is bridge the gap in communication, get you to understand. We acknowledge our mistakes as well as we see other mistakes. So for those that want to come up and say something about it, what about the men? I just answered your question. I land.
And that's exactly who we're talking about. We're talking about, I'm not talking about a woman. I'm talking about when women talk to us, when they speak it to us, and we don't really want to hear what they have to say. We're listening, but we're not hearing you. Because we listening to respond and we only responding in our head. And sometimes our response is not what y'all want to hear. And sometimes we may even say stuff that's in our head and slip out because we already getting smart. Like this woman is crazy. She don't hear what I'm trying to say. Listen, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna let her finish, say what she got to say, so I can get out of here. Bad business. Come on, Unc. You on mute?
I got you. So since my brother Teton started the pot, he on a whole nother pot. Since he started another pot, let me go and throw some seasoning in that one. Because if we're really gonna talk about did I ask for it? Did I ask for that? Maybe you did. Let's get to the real root of the problem. Maybe you did. Maybe the person thought the best that they can do for you is give you a gift rather than sit down and have a real meaningful conversation. Because maybe they didn't think you were open to a meaningful conversation. Maybe they didn't think you were ready for a meaningful conversation. Understand this. We jokingly say when the student is ready, the teacher will arrive, will show up, the master will show up. What if you weren't ready? Let's say you really weren't ready for the real brass tacks conversation. Let's have a real conversation about our communication is, hey, how you doing? Love you, bye. Not what we're gonna do with the family, what we're gonna do in this relationship. So the real question we can ask yourself, did you ask for it? You might have asked for what you got. Because again, were you really ready for the real thing that we had talked about? Were you really ready to address that you spend time with me or you spend time with her when it's convenient? Or you do things for her when it fits in your schedule? Or you're present when it's comfortable? That's the real question we got to ask ourselves. Did I ask for that? You might have. You might have gotten exactly what you were asking for. Go ahead, bro.
Can I play devil's advocate? Sometimes we ask that question, did I ask for that? Ask yourself, did you say no?
True story.
Ask yourself, that's good. Did you say no? Did you accept it? So why ask that goofy ass question? If you accepted it, there shouldn't be nothing else to say about it.
Did you accept it? You know, because I hear women talk about this, and men too. Well, I gave you a little such and such. Did I ask for it? But you didn't say no. You handled it. You did it. It goes on both perspectives. And I'll be glad when we live in a world where you understand both perspectives versus pointing the finger and 3 other fingers, 4 other fingers are pointing back at you. Get what I'm saying? That's I land.
But you know what though?
No.
It's what he said. It's what he said though, right? The accepting part. That's one of the things that we as men need to understand. Like, listen, even if they get it, I don't want it. I don't accept it. We stand on it, stand on it. Listen, I appreciate it, but I can't accept this. We have to learn to stop saying what we can't accept. Because when we accept it, we got to understand what's coming behind me accepting that. So if you know if you know and you think that this person has an alternative motive of doing something for you, you better not accept that. You as the individual, as the man, need to be like, listen, we talk about boundaries, right? Why can't we set that boundary? Listen, I appreciate you. Thank you, sweetheart, but I can't accept that. And if she feels some kind of way, then that's on her. But she should respect how you feel as well, because you want me to respect your feelings, right? So why can't you respect that man's feeling if that man tell you he can't accept the things that you getting him? I didn't ask for it. You went and bought it on your own
Let me
recognizance.
tell you something, man. The dude to be wearing the leather coat for like 3 months and then be like, I ain't asked you for that, dude. You was warm all winter. Now you bringing it back. That's crazy work.
No, but it's the truth, Derek. We gotta listen. We saying we men, then stand on business. Bottom line, women don't. Did I ask you for it? No. You know what? You might need to take that back, even though you really want it. Because if you're going to accept it. Period. Don't accept it. Don't accept the gift.
You got to proceed
with a different
because
expectation.
It's a setup. I said it earlier. Sometimes it's a setup for the later. It's a hall pass for the later, and you got to slow down. And like Velda said, hold yourself accountable. No, I don't need that right now. This ain't the situation that I want this gift because I don't want no entitlements later in a relationship or whatever we got going on, situationship, because you gave me something. Say no. Let your no's be no's, your yeas be yeas. That's what the Bible says. I mean, I thought that's what the Bible says.
Yeah.
So let's figure it out.
Here's a better thing. Fellas, men. I'm talking to the brothers. I ain't talking to y'all women, man. I'm talking to the brother. Fellas, if you know that you like something, stop saying that you like it. Stop putting your business on the strip. Because if she don't know, she can't get it for you. You think? Learn something. Then you want to get upset when she do it. Man, I can't believe she did that. Nah, if you shut up and don't be like, Dad, you know what? I like that. I like this. I want this. I want that. Then guess what? She ain't going to get it. But if you start we start telling people the things that we like and certain things. And sometimes, now I got to go with this part. Sometimes some of us men do it because we want that woman to buy it. We want to use them. We know that she got that bag. We know that she's a certain type of woman. So then we use that part. So we ain't speak on that part, fellas. Let's call a spade right now. You got brothers out there that be like, Dag, I want that. And then you see what I'm saying? Because they want that woman to buy it. Sometimes men pick certain women because they know that this woman is a giver. If I get with Shorty, I know she's going to give me X, Y, and Z. So let me get with this chick so she can shower me and spoil me. Because sometimes y'all women give up the blueprint. I like to spoil you, my man. So the moment that just say that, that's the type of man that's like, oh, what? She like to spoil you? I'm going to take advantage of this woman. Let me say that again. Sometimes when y'all women start telling a man what y'all like to do for your man, you don't pick the wrong brother because that brother's the user. And he's going to get you for every... Come on, Unc. They ain't hearing me this morning. They ain't hear that part this morning.
You teach.
Come on, New York.
They didn't hear that this morning, bro. See, I was holding that one. I was holding that ace in the face because they like, oh yeah. But it's y'all women that open up your mouth and start telling man, oh, you know, I like to do this for my man. I like to do that for my man. Guess what he's going to do? He's going to become your man. He's going to do everything in the book to be that dude for you. You know why? Because of what you do. And he's going to take full advantage of it. He's going to be the best thing since fried ice cream.
True. I'm gonna yield to the brother down at the bottom. They do nation. Did I say that right? My brother? Is it Nadu?
Brother in the corner, Nation. You with us?
Oh yes, maybe. You're on mute.
See, this what they be letting these people. They be letting these people up.
We're gonna stay on task. Come on back.
All right, I'm back. I'm already back.
Come on back.
I'm already
So,
back.
No, it's true, and this is what I'm saying. Where we have to be mindful of what we're out here in these streets doing. You know, are you out here in these streets to? I'm not here for a long night. I'm here for one night. Doing, and that what it gets into is that, you know, we said, did I ask for that? Again, I'm gonna go back to what I said before. But my brother said you didn't say no either. See, here's the thing. We it's amazing how we have the good sense to say, did I ask for that? When we're talking about gifts, right, or material things. But you don't say that when you after the box and you get the box and then it goes left and you say, I didn't ask for that. Yeah, you did. It was a package deal.
Wait, go back, go back again.
Okay, I'll play back.
Yeah, play that back.
So we always ask ourselves, the question is, did I ask for that? But we have good sense to say that we're talking about material things. You know, you buy me gifts, you buy me a chain, you buy me clothes. We got that down to a science. But fellas, did I ask for that when you after the box? You get the box, and there's some package deals that come with it, some residuals that come with it, some it becomes a little bit unstable. Well, bruh,
A little bit.
what do you think was happening? I'll be disrespectful just a little bit. You didn't think you could have said I didn't ask. You said I didn't ask for that. Yes, you did. That comes with the deal. All of that. You can't buy a car without the engine. You got to buy it all. And that's the thing. We can't be selective with our I didn't ask for that. Yeah, you did. Yes, you did. And here's the thing. You're gonna get all you asked for and then some. And then here's the thing. Now you gotta put your big boy pants on and find a way to fix it or move away from it. But let's not act like I didn't ask for it. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Because you wanted all the intel to get to from point A to point B, which was in them sheets, doing what you think you do best. That ain't what you do best.
They forgot to woo in the retro, bro. They forgot to woo in the retro. See, they don't think, and that's what I keep telling men and women. You forget the wooing issue that you put out there. What you wear, how you smell it. You wooing into that. So yeah, you know that something is coming with it. You ask for it, but like you said, dissension comes up, and other people in your head show up, and then I didn't ask that. Yes, you did. It was a whole wooing convention that put you in that spot, just like with anything else. The Bible says, be careful what you ask for, too.
So let's do this. So we got to introduce the new brother in the corner. Brother Nate, what's that? Nidu Nation. Are you with us? We're acknowledging the brother, but he's not. There we go.
Yes, I'm with you, but then it's noisy. That's why I mute my mic.
Okay, now so what? Can you speak?
No, it's noisy. You cannot hear me if I show up my mic. Here it's noisy. When I step out there, I can talk.
Okay, just listen for right now.
Okay, yeah. We'll keep you up. You can mute up. Yeah. I was almost lost in transition. Yeah. So what you were saying about that whole box situation, yo, that's crazy when you think about it too, because see, with this whole conversation, at one point I thought it was about gifts, but when we dive deep into what we're talking about, that I asked you for it, it's deeper than just the gift. It is deeper than just coming out of my pocket. what you said about the whole situation, yes, some of us men, we don't realize some of the things that we do ask for, and then we get upset when it happens. Because here's the thing: if you know that you going in there unprotected, and all of a sudden a kid is presented, I didn't ask for that child. It's not the point that you asked for it, but you knew from the consequences the moment you laid down with this woman and you didn't protect yourself, and vice versa. And I'm not even going with them. I'm talking to these men. Because brothers can sit here and say, "Oh, you know, she allowed me to go in the road," but you, as a man, had the right decision to understand one thing and one thing only. If this woman is telling you that you don't need protection, if you are not protecting yourself, then you are, or yourself is not a man. Bottom line, you can't get mad if this woman tells you, "Oh, I don't need protection," because what you need to do as a man is think about one thing. If she's telling me she don't need protection, how many other brothers did she tell that to? You see what I'm saying? All these things starts falling into play in my mind. Hold up, sister. You trying to give me some box this quick? And you telling me I don't need no protection? No, 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 no. Hold up. No, pause. Pause for a minute. That's right there. My spidey sense starts tingling. Then I'm like, you good. I gotta walk away from that sister. But you got some brothers that dive knee deep. The next thing you know, you got two other brothers in there with you.
So, Velvet, here's the question of the day, and it goes for the men and the women. Can you smoke a cigarette without smoking? Can you smoke a cigarette without the smoke? Don't play with me. I laugh.
Brother Evolution, welcome in. Good morning.
Everybody. Hello, brothers. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. How are you?
Not too bad. Just my mind is just blown. Like I'm a French speaker. You probably noticed the accent.
Ain't no accent. Ain't no accent. You speaking?
No accent? Oh,
You
okay.
you a brother. I don't hear no accent. I just hear a man talking. Come on with it.
There we go. No, I'm just amazed because we in our community, and I'm talking about African community, European community, and here in Canada, we thought as French speaker, we thought we only have the problem that you guys are discussing here is only with us. But I discover I'm realizing that it's really across the board. Everywhere it is the very same problem, and I'm just learning now, and I'm like, wow, like what's going on? Like what's going on in the relationship between men and women? Like it's like I just discovered you guys. First thing first, I have to say, okay, so I'm scrolling down and I'm seeing all males. I'm like, okay, stop, brothers are talking, so I'm probably gonna learn something. And I've been sitting here and I'm like, my gosh, I need to go back to the guys and tell them, hey guys, we're not alone in this thing. On the other side of the fence, the guys are struggling too. Like this is mind blowing. I'm here. First thing, thank you, all of you guys. And you know, let me put my camera because I think I should be the man. I should show who's speaking actually, for as respect.
That's what we talking about.
Guys, I should. Yeah. So I'm here to learn because I think I'm going to take some messaging here, key message to bring it back on the other side of the fence. The rate of divorce, the rate of suicide for men on our community is going to the roof. It's been going to the roof for the past 10 years. Myself, who's speaking now, I'm going through that now. And it's only because I'm going on TikTok and trying to find solutions. Like, I have another friend, a very good close friend of mine, who's going through a divorce now. And he's not yet there, but his wife asked him to go to a psychologist. And one of the things that we were talking about yesterday actually is that he went to see a female psychologist and was very uncomfortable opening himself to her and all the struggle that they've been going through, right? And I didn't have the answer for that. And this morning I've been scrolling to find an answer. Is it right for a man to go see a psychologist? Because we know as men that it's not easy for us to open. Society is teaching us that you have to be strong. You cannot cry. If you talk about your feelings, then you're weak. You show weakness and things like that. That's why they're teaching us. But we're struggling with that. We're struggling with that a lot. So I was just scrolling to find
if that's okay to tell him, go see a male psychologist versus a woman psychologist if you feel more open to that. And I just discovered you guys. I'm just going to shut here and listen because I think I need to learn. I need to learn here.
Come on, Uncle. Come on, Uncle.
Bishop. Let me say this, my brother. We don't believe in coincidences over here. And you didn't run across us by accident. It's actually divine. And the prayer you've been asking is here. And it's gonna stay here until we stop breathing. That's where we at. As a matter of fact, this is a great time to take a station break and do what the bishop do. Ain't that right, Bishop? I'm just saying. So if you don't mind, my brother, can we pray for you and your folks across the fence?
Please.
All right. Bishop.
Now you know how I get down. Look, listen here. I need everybody to close their eyes and let their spirits, receive what the Lord has for them. Heavenly Father, Lord God, I want to thank you for your brother, for your child, Lord God. He's been seeking true understanding, true knowledge, Lord God, and barriers around the world, Lord God, that you want to be fixed and touched and healed. So, Father God, thank you for allowing his spirit to be here today, Lord God, to hear the words of wisdom, Father God, that would not just enhance his life, but he'll be able to pass that wisdom on to the people around him, Lord God, so it can just take off like a wildfire. And Father God, I want to thank you for all those that are here present in this live, Lord God, listening to these real words of wisdom, not taking it to heart as a negative, Father God, but truly taking it as lessons that can be learned. Heavenly Father, let your angels continue to develop in our minds and our spirits, Lord God. And I thank you for your love and your courage and your protection over all of us. In Jesus' precious name, we all say, amen.
Amen. And that's why we're here.
Yeah,
We're here for that reason.
Listen.
So now that we've enjoyed doing what we did all of that to get to that. That's what we're here for.
Yep. You ain't never lying.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're here for.
And this is and think about it, that number 7. There's the reason why we the 7 horsemen, because it's a complete number. The completion. We're not here to fix nobody's problem. We're just here to do what men do. Pour into another brother that needs to be poured into. That is our job. That is the purpose. That is what my father has led me to do, and also combined me with the structure of the right brothers to do the job that needs to be done, to do his will, so his will can be done, so we can reach those that needs to be reached. We touching brothers across the pond. Amen to that.
Hey, we can't fix what we didn't create either.
Sure enough.
That goes back to what I was saying about, can you smoke a cigarette without smoking? Somebody said secondhand smoke. Well, first of all, you didn't have to be there. Just like you didn't have to accept it. You accepted it. You accepted that secondhand smoke. And why buy cigarettes if you don't plan on smoking them? Here's the thing that I was trying to get with that. We asked for stuff. Velvet said it, and it's been stuck on me for a minute. We asked for stuff without asking for stuff. Because we constantly putting that little thing down in her head to say, well, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. Then when they go out, they see it, they're like, oh, he did say that. We have subliminally challenged you to go ahead and get what we've asked for. So yeah, we asked for it. So that's what the whole analogy was. So I'm glad somebody said with secondhand smoke, because I was waiting on that conversation to come up. But you stood there. You didn't have to accept it. You accepted it.
And that's the magic word. I want that. That's the magic word that people throw out there that don't understand that word can get you in trouble. That word can destroy your marriage. It can destroy a relationship, but it can also make and break. It can also make one and make one greater. But it all depends on you as the individual, how you use that word and where you're using it at. And also, once again, to your sisters that are actually out there, stop giving these men the blueprint and telling them what you do. Stop telling these men that, oh, I like to spoil you. I'm a generous woman. I like to do that. don't do it. Because you wind up with the wrong dude and then want to get upset at the man that you chose to be with because you put it out there. What we have to understand as men and women, we put so much we say so much stuff out of our mouth that we don't even know that we are damaging ourselves because of what we say. You know, when they say silence is golden, yes, sometimes it's always good to just shut up and not say nothing and keep it to yourself. Write it down. But you ain't got to tell everybody your wants and needs.
I mean, if you want it that bad, put something aside and get it for yourself.
That
I'm
part.
just saying. If you want it that bad, put something aside and get it for yourself. Because you may not need it at that moment. But if you really, really want it, you're going to sacrifice to get it. But if you just want somebody to get it to you, you really ain't going to appreciate it because somebody gave it to you. Then you're going to take it for granted. Then you're going to be like, and the cycle's going to continue. Come on now.
So
Be careful what you ask for.
here's one of the best things some of y'all need to ask yourself, some of y'all men and women. And I'm gonna come, you know what? I gotta do it for some of y'all sisters. Ask yourself this question. Do you really want a man or do you really need one? A lot of you be like, I want a man, I want a man. Ask yourself that question. Do you really want one or do you really need one? Come on, Micah.
All right, for instance, like, you know how, like, you say, you go to a store, you go to Walmart, for instance. Now, when you went in there, you was like, I'm going in there and I'm only getting milk and cheese. But it's funny how you go into Walmart, going in for milk and cheese, but then you come out with half of the store on the way out. Because, see, the thing that you so-called wanted or you felt like you needed, then your eyes saw things that now all of a sudden you might think you need. So you start grabbing the things that you thought you needed because now they're right in front of you and they're available. But not everything that was in front of you is what you actually needed. So then you go ahead and grab these things, bring them home, and then you look at your bill and you're like, man, I was supposed to go in there for milk and cheese, but I spent $200. Well, that's because you decided to go after what you thought you needed, but it wasn't what you wanted. You just need to go only after for what you needed, and that's it.
But
you would be all right.
You know what the sad part about all that is? Because we're gonna wrap up soon, and I do want to bring somebody up. I do, because I told her I was going to bring her up today. The thing is this: a lot of times people go to the grocery store without that grocery list. See, if you got your list, you know what's on that list. Don't deter from your list. Stay the course. You see what I'm saying?
This is the problem. We keep going shopping while we're hungry.
Come on.
Keep going shopping while we're hungry. We always come up with extra stuff when we're going shopping. So you cook.
You didn't see me say that, right? That's what we're doing.
Question then. So, wait, so go ahead. Question. So, question that, okay. As a man, regardless if you, let me put it straight. As a man, how do you determine exactly what you need versus what you want?
Pray on it. You pray for.
Process in my mind to say, as a man, this is what I need, but this is what I want.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I just said it. Pray for it. You pray for the things that you need, not for what you want. Pray for things that you need, because everything you listen, your heart wants a lot of stuff that it doesn't need. You see what I'm saying? You want a lot of things that you don't need, but you get the things that you need because you prayed for it. So you got it. You got it. Sometimes we gotta let go of our wants. I want this. I want that. But guess what? Just because I want it doesn't mean I need it. You see what I'm saying? We want so many things that we don't need, but the things that we need, we don't even want it. Does it make sense? The things that we need, we don't want it, but the things that we want, we need it.
Listen, I hear people say they want $1 million all the time. Sometimes we don't have $1 million because we're not good stewards and ushers of it. We do more damage with that $1 million than what we did without it.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Unc, cause we gonna have to wrap up soon. I gotta get this sister up here. But come
Real
on.
quick to my brother's question. Here's what I can tell you. People say, I want a big house. No, you need a place to live, an apartment. That's the difference between a need and a want. It is very important that what my brother up here, said, pray about it first, right? And once you pray about it, now you want to prepare yourself for what's coming. Meaning you want to be the best version of yourself. So when she arrives, you're like, oh, she goes, okay, this is what I've been praying about. See, I'm saying this. God himself is so providential. He can go, you know what? Okay, that's what he wants. That's what they, okay, we can put this together. But the biggest thing we do is we pray for something, we just go, okay. No. It's our responsibility to do something about it. Meaning and the quicker you do what you're supposed to do about it, the quicker it shows up. Preparation is a big piece of that. Preparing for what's to come is a big piece of that. You follow what I'm saying? Meaning we understand that, okay, I'm really not going to be this little boy anymore. I'm going to be a grown man and prove a child of things. I'm going to be ready for this spouse when she shows up. Because she shows up ready. She don't show up, she shows up ready. But here's the thing. She's going to expect us to be ready too.
So, with that being said, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we are the 7 Horsemen. We're missing a couple of the brothers that's not here. 757, Brother Lee Nitty. We love y'all. Y'all here in spirit. But to my horsemen brothers that are here, y'all already know how we do it. I do have to drop somebody because I do have a sister that said I told her that she was coming up today so we can make this announcement about what's going on this week. So to my brothers on the bottom, if y'all have any closing that y'all want to give out, by all means, respectfully.
No, peace, my brother. Appreciate you allowing me up to share my perspective. I'm gonna go ahead and drop.
Well, we'll drop you. Don't worry about it. We don't want you to lose your coin. So we'll, my moderators will drop you out. But listen, thank you for joining, man. For real. Short and sweet, but it was right to the point, and that was heavy hitting. So we hopefully we'll get to see you back again. Brother Evolution, you have anything you want to share before we
Just to say thank you for today. It was really a blessing. I'll be back 100% because we need water on the other side of the fence. And I think I find the right place to take it. So I'll be back.
Well, you know what? Knock that fence down and bring all the other brothers that need to come. Tell them we're here.
I will definitively.
Respectfully, thank you. Thank you, my brother. Brother Derek.
Yes, sir. I just want to thank you for the opportunity to grace your stage once again, sir. And I promise you I'll be back one day.
Well, to be honest, it's not my stage. It's us.
I know. I love y'all brothers, man. I come up here when I can. I appreciate everything here. I don't have anything profound to say other than thank you, God bless, and good night. I mean, good morning, whatever it is.
Well, thank you, brother. All right, my brother. Okay, where's the sister at? Come on, where you at, sister? She was just here. See, this is what I be talking about. Here we go. We got to do this real quick because I did tell her sister I wanted to make sure that she comes up.
Wait a minute. What you talking about? Where she at? I've been out here for a couple of weeks. Hey guys.
Good morning, sister.
I am so excited about being here. Hey Delvin, hey Roderick, hey Micah. I have a nephew named Michael who wears his beard just like you. Hey Daddy Ford, I know you. Uncle Angel, Uncle Angelo, you must be some kid to me. T.O. Woods, how you doing? How's everybody today?
Okay, we feeling, of course, we alive, we blessed.
What's going on?
That's good. Now y'all can't see my head, huh? Let me come up with a way to cause me to rise a little bit. I appreciate the few moments. I do. I appreciate the few moments. I don't take anything for granted. Maybe if I move back. I don't take anything for granted, guys, because in this day and age, I just think we need each other. And I want to first say thank you again for you, Velvet, you and Roderick, all of you guys, my horsemen. I've watched you, I've stalked you in a good way, and I believe that some other entities on the other side of the globe need to know what you guys are out here doing. I believe that every time I come out on this platform, and I'm gonna tell you something. Let me make this real clear. I don't agree with everything because I don't agree with everything I say. So you know I don't agree with everything anyone else says. But what happens is that the Bible talks about iron sharpening iron, right? That we should be forever learners. And so I can't help but to learn from men who are, not only are you guys talking, but you're not walking around or pulling noisy wagons. You guys really are doing and exercising and you are you're doing, and I'm looking for a word right now, but my I haven't had coffee. You guys are, yeah, you're executing what you say you're going to do. And so we appreciate you all so much for doing that. And so because of that, I've been out here. Of course, a lot of people don't know this about me, but that's good because that means I'm a sniper, right? One sister to another podcast, iHeartRadio, intellectual radio, of course, with the podcast with information, inspiration, and limitless God affirmations. And we're the podcast with the best guests. Doggone Velvet and doggone Roderick Ford have decided, come on, the man with his hand over his head on this picture. Yeah, him, that one in the middle. They've decided to guest with me this coming Friday, and we're going to talk about relationships. We're going to talk about what it is. We're going to talk about the things that you guys have been talking about out here on your own platform. We're going to talk about what it means. We're going to talk about what it brings. We're going to talk about if you take her out on a date and you're done with the date, she orders, I saw this out here the other day, and she orders food for a kid. Is she wrong? Is she right? Should you buy the food? Should you not buy the food? Should you have discussed that before time? We're going to talk about it, but we're going to talk about it on a couple of platforms. We're going to talk about it on intellectualradio.com so you can chime in that way. You can also chime in one sister to another. So one sister, the number 2, another, of course, on One Sister to Another Media 33. That's going to be on YouTube. You're going to be able to chime in with me, Angela L. Johnson, even though I'm Angela Smith now because I'm divorced. But Angela L. Johnson on Facebook, on Instagram, you're going to be able to chime in with us that way. And you're going to be able to chime in with them on their platforms as well. So we're excited about inviting Velvet and also Roderick, Miss Ford. We're going to invite them, and we're going to sit down and talk about relationships, and we want some grown men's perspectives. We want some grown men perspectives on this coming Friday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Intellectual Radio is how you're going to chime in again. One Sister to Another Media 33 on YouTube, and of course all of their social medias. Angela L. Johnson on Facebook. And this, look, y'all been seeing this. Can y'all see that?
Yeah, the flyer. Yeah, the flyers is on our bios. Check our bios. We got the flyers on the bios.
I call them posts because you're more than a flyer.
Well, check the posts. The posters are, we got the posters on our bios.
I don't know.
And
do you guys have any concerns for me?
No, I just ready to get busy.
Me too. Y'all.
Ford, what you saying, bro? How you feeling?
I can't get them a sidebar that you're going to be writing a book, right? Can I tell them that?
No, I'm not writing a book.
Okay, then. You're not writing a book.
I'm not writing a book.
Okay. All right.
You ready? I'm just looking at my bro. You ready for this?
Yeah, Mr. Ford's ready for this. Absolutely.
That's what I'm
We're
talking
so
about.
excited too about you being ready, Mr. Ford, and I'm so glad that you guys said yeah. Also, Horseman, I believe in God that one day we're going to be able to get all of you guys out there. I know that everybody's time frames are different. Uncle Angelo, because of course you work a different schedule probably than everybody else, or everybody works. But I would love to be able to do. I believe in strengthening. I'm sorry, but I want to say this before you drop me, maybe Velvet, and that is, I've been out here on TikTok for a minute. I have children who are creatives, by the way, and so I'm not new to this. I'm true to this, right? I've got a son, Chasten, who's going to be 41. I'm 60. He's going to be 40. Yeah, I say that because I'm proud of it. He's 41, and my son started a business, Uncle Angelo, on Congress. He was going on Congress Parkway, started a business, and that brother decided not to sign a contract with Nike or Adidas because he wanted to work for both. But he told them, if I'm going to work for you, then you must invite my company. Y'all know the commercial that's out there right now where I think it's the Air Jordan is in the hospital. My son helped to produce that. Congress helped to produce that commercial. And so I'm so proud of Chris Fire Blaze. My middle kid is on everybody. He's been on Uncle Drew with Shaq. He's been a couple of episodes of MacGyver. Y'all, I tell people he's a cussing rapper. I don't bother him. As long as he's not a professional bum, we good. I got a kid here is going to electrician. That's right. I got a kid here who's going to electrician. And my daughter is a pharmacy tech working for CVS at home. She's going to become a pharmacist. They're still young. So I thank God. I thank God for people like you. You men who've encouraged me. And if you didn't encourage me, you encouraged my kid in some way. So I thank God for you all. And so I'm excited about you coming.
Well, we're excited too. And number one, we want to thank you for coming up on the platform, just expressing with all that energy right now. We thank you. Thank you for just for spreading the word. Because like I did invite you and I didn't want to go against my word. So
I don't know what that's all about, but okay.
No, it's a good thing.
Yeah, I know it's good.
It's a good thing, sister. No, we.
I'm gonna help you, bro.
But we do got to get to this. We do got to get to these closings so I can start my. Sister, thank you again. Like I truly appreciate. Seriously.
Thank you, guys.
I'm not even gonna lie. I appreciate that opportunity because some of these opportunities don't come that often. So, we as men, we got to do what we got to do. So, with that being said, fellas, you know how we do it. Oh, wait, before I do that, first and foremost, to all you amazing people that was out there this morning, thank y'all for joining us. Of course, tomorrow morning, we got questions with Velvet, and Velvet will not be going live Friday morning, so I don't know who wants to do it. But whoever wants to go live Friday morning, it is yours. Y'all can, because I'm not going to be here. I have a family engagement that I need to take care of. But with that being said, I will be live tomorrow morning. You got any questions? Because all you women that have been trying to get up on this platform today, come tomorrow with your questions. And please, come with a question. Don't come with no dialogue because I'm going to read you. You ain't going to like what's being read. Thank you for all the taps. I reached my goal. My goal was 100. We got to $150. Thank you for gifting the panels, for showing up, just for showing love, even for chatting with each other in the comments. Love the moderators. Thank y'all for doing an amazing job. You always here doing your job. Even when you're working, you're still doing your jobs here. So we appreciate you. Love y'all. And thank you for all the support that y'all do for this live. Like I always say, we are just the faces up here, but it's you guys are the heartbeat of this live, and I appreciate it. I know my brothers appreciate y'all, and we love y'all dearly. Thank y'all again for your support. So with that being said, any of you brothers can set it off so we can get through this hump day without humping on somebody. I know, babe. She moves the room on Sunday. I ain't get to the ending yet. I got all that in the end.
Well, let me go ahead and do it because I got a slide. Hey, once again, I'm grateful to God because once again, He showed up. And He showed up because we decided to show up. And again, I'm gonna keep on saying until enough people hear me. We do this because this is what we do. We do this because this is what we do. And God told us to do it. I know He told me. So we're gonna keep it there. And I'm grateful because we did all this for that one brother. We don't know him from a campaign. But you know what? I'm gonna keep him in prayer and we're gonna reach out. That's what we're gonna do. And that being said, be the best version of you. Because at the end of the day, you need to ask yourself, if you want advice, would you take your own advice? Would you listen to you? And if you don't want to listen to you, or you would take your own advice, check yourself.
I want to say this, Unc, real quick. You did a lot of seasoning today, bro. That's the part I love. See, regardless of the fact, not everybody can be the chef, but guess what? You applied the right seasoning, just the right amount of seasoning just to make it taste so good. Oh, so good. That's why we love you, Unc, for real.
We had a great pot of gumbo, man.
Yeah. We had gumbo or seafood boils. It was good. First of all, let me do this. The man of the hour. Too sweet to be sour. The young brother Micah this morning. Shout out to Micah, ladies and gentlemen. Micah held it down. Micah did his Thug Thizzle today. Came through in the clutch. Baby Bishop came through, and guess what he did? He didn't even smack y'all with a scripture. Shout out to Micah this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, give that man his flowers this morning. Give that man his flowers. Bless that young brother. He came through in the clutch for y'all this morning. Dropped some jewels and spoke the way he needed to speak. Shout out to brother Micah this morning. This was your day, bro. Tonight is your night, bro. Yeah, y'all know that movie. Y'all know that movie.
Nah, but you know, I got the people back, but you know, seriously, the reason why we would, you know, it's not for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because see, the Lord said that if I give you something from me, I want you to give it to somebody else. Don't keep it for yourself. Don't be selfish. So this panel is an unselfish panel. We're not up here to gloat. We're not up here to out wisdom one another or say, oh, well, you know, I disagree. We're not up here for all of that, man. We truly up here to get y'all to understand that, look, if you want to know truth, receive it. Understand it from a real man's perspective. Don't take it as an attack. Don't, especially the ladies. Look, we love y'all. That's why we're trying to teach y'all. And men, if y'all want to continue to you know, for your relationship to, you know, to go up and up and up, then learn from some men that have made their mistakes. So that way you don't have to go through those mistakes. You can rise above them. You know what I'm saying? And then be able to teach your kids. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, what we do is all by the glory of God. Everything that we do, God gets the glory for. Because if it wasn't for the knowledge that He brings into each one of us and the testimonies and the journeys that we've been through, we wouldn't be able to be the horsemen. We would not be able to do that. Because we would have no testimonies, we would have no experiences. And remember, the Lord says He uses the least to be His greatest. So don't ever think that you're the least, because even when you think you're at the least, God, our Lord, Savior, is right there, so you are your greatest. I'll land with that.
Thank you, brother. Well, let me say this to some of y'all women too, so that way y'all don't get it twisted. We not saying that we perfect, because we not, because we still make mistakes in relationships and in marriages. I'm not above that. I'm not above that at all. I am not perfect. I will still make mistakes in a marriage the same way I will still make mistakes in a relationship. But it's all about how we learn and how we hold ourselves accountable. I love that, Micah. Thank you, my brother. All right, who's going next? Good luck, Daddy Ford. You got something you want? I said it. What? And you ain't getting no dollar.
Hey, yo, brother, you ain't thugged out like that, baby.
I'm built different. You know me. I'm built like that, twin.
We'll meet somewhere in the middle, maybe on 174.
I knew it was coming. Yo, he cannot leave the Bronx out of nothing. Everything got to be an avenue, son.
You know what it is.
If it ain't an avenue, it ain't. Yo, I say it like this: if it ain't got no avenue, it ain't you. Real talk, and that's why I love you, man.
Yo, let me tell you something. We gotta give our kudos. Definitely to Baby Bishop. You know, I usually call him Baby Bishop on Saturday as it pertains to going into Sunday. But I mean, listen, he was throwing an alley-oop from Brother Angelo from up. He was throwing a serious, alley-oop. You know what I'm saying? And he slam dunked it. And that's what life is about. And that, don't matter who scored the point, was the point scored. And that's what life is about. We're never going to always get it right. But if you're closed off, you can never get it right. You have to be open to receive to get it right. And if you're not, you're going to lose the game every time and be scratching your head wondering why. This game of life is meant to learn. We are it's meant for us to bump our heads. How well do we come back from it? Well, depending if you got the necessary ingredients to be a part of this game. Obviously, to my brother, to my right, Brother T.O., to my left, Uncle Angelo, directly above me, Brother Renee, Brother Ford, Mr. Ford. Nothing else. Mr. Ford. I hope you got that, sis. My brother Mike. Mike. And most notably, the one I always got to give extra to, my twin. Much love to you, everybody. Y'all know what today is. Today is Wednesday. Tell them you love them Wednesday. Today, everybody's job, pick up the phone, call somebody who you didn't call in a while. But make sure today you tell somebody that you love them today. We can't be above telling each other that we love each other. We cannot go away from the things that mattered and kept us together for all these years. Can't let the modern day technology and stuff get the best of us and take us off of our square. So make sure you do so. I land.
You see this nonsense? Somebody said 6 grown jobless men. You wish. That's cause that's cause me. That's cause,
What's crazy? Wait.
I'm about to retire, baby. And trust me, I'll be able to handle you and everything that comes with you with this retirement check.
That's no. You know what it is? This is exactly why we just did. But here's the funny part. It ain't that we ain't got no jobs. It ain't that we ain't got no jobs. It's the fact that the type of men that she pick are broke. You the one that pick jobless men. Don't come. You come to the wrong platform with that nonsense. Hold on, Michael.
Time out, fellas. First of all, the session's already over.
Pretty much.
The devil can't come in and grab the wagon and the horse is already left.
Come on, T.O.
We're not even worried about that. You can't come in and grab the wagon and it's already gone. So here's my closing on it. I appreciate each and every one of you because every time I come in, I learn something different. You know, you speak my truth, you speak your truth. The truth speaks to my spirit as well. So we're never too old to learn something. We're going to keep, the day you stop learning is the day you just need to go ahead and just leave. Just go. Because you're never too old to learn something new. The wisdom that comes from this, the education that comes from this, the experience that comes from this, we got a few hundred years right here among all of us right now for different experiences. And we appreciate that. But I do love the attacks that come in when they come in the way they do because all you're catching is the smoke because we already left the building. I thank y'all every time we come on here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate those that are coming in listening to us, gaining some insight and inviting your husbands, your sons, your nephews, or even yourselves just to come in and learn something different. We appreciate it because the one thing that we all agree on, that this isn't about us. And for those that are in the back that think that that we're just platform brothers, we're not. We have conversations after this all the time. We talk on a regular basis.
And
as a matter of fact, some of you don't even need to know. We're in a chat because we have conversations because we love each other like that. But the dynamics of it is we talk about what we want to bring to you guys to make sure that you continue to come in. So with that being said, I land my plane. We'll see you all later. Be blessed and do better.
That part, the way you just came and reset that room, T.O., it was heartfelt, brother. I need a Kleenex. I need a Kleenex.
You know what I'm saying?
I need a Kleenex.
We all need to put it. We are safe. We are all.
Oh my God! He just like hold up, guys. I was like, oh my God, oh my God.
We're back in our safe place.
Train is already left the building.
Yo, you know what the funny part is though? If you ever notice, like we always get to this little different energy when a lot like we be so then we know it's about to always like a whole different spirit, just like, okay, we can relax now. All right, guys, let's get back to ourselves.
Because you know the thing is that, you know, God wins, Christ wins.
All day, every day.
At the end of the day, that's why it all flows. That's why we do what we do best.
All day, except for tomorrow, because they're going to get this work tomorrow. Y'all know what it is. Yeah. Tomorrow, let them free, Velvet. Let them free. Ooh, but anyway, let me do this. Come on. They're not. Come on, D4. Come on, Ford. Let's get him.
Yeah, Mike, go ahead and go before me, brother. had some, the folks over there. I don't got too much, man. Obviously, another good live with everybody. Mr. Ford, that's my name, Mr. Ford 023.
I was just waiting. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
I had to put it in the chat. I was like, not as government names.
Was all out there. I couldn't even say nothing. I was trying to be quiet. Like,
I was like, no. I've never heard anybody outside my mama. I've never heard anybody outside my mama say it so clearly either. Like, I was like, yo.
word.
Yeah.
This is the reason why I keep the. Why you think I keep my name the way it is? What's your real? My name is what it says up on top.
Not twice. Not three times.
You're gonna be getting postcards.
Man, I'm glad my camera wasn't on when it was said, Mr. Ford. I'm glad my camera, because my face would have been like, what? What?
Some of them probably wrote that damn thing down.
Man, I hope you have a snippet of that. I hope you have a snippet of that. You got to put that back on the page. Yeah.
Oh, I got the whole clip.
Nah, bro. That's gonna be supremely deleted.
That's one of those clips I am not.
The look on his face was like,
Yeah. That is what we doing?
I write the first one, the second one.
he professional. He
Now we
professional.
up to 5 and 6, like yo.
Like, yo, like, you had to look.
So they would still give us D for it. I'm glad your camera wasn't on. I'm glad mine wasn't on, because my face is like, I know you can lie. What?
And now you can throw it on at me, because it'll say whatever flowers that be sent up, you return back to sender.
Oh, somebody said they got their calendar. Thank you for getting the calendar.
Yeah.
Two blessed. Thank you, sister, for real. Always a blessing.
The only thing I had to say.
Go ahead, Tyson Beckford.
The only thing I had for y'all really was just to just be careful. Make sure you're communicating correctly. Make sure you're communicating correctly with each other, and don't give too much too soon, man. You gotta allow yourself to get to know people. You gotta allow yourself to get to know people before you start doing some of those things for them. And if you are a person that just gives, then give from the kindness of your heart, and don't make anybody feel guilty for what you decided to do for them. I'll land there.
Well, first of all, like I said before, I won't be live. I will not be hosting a live Friday. I don't know if any one of you brothers want to host Friday mornings just to keep the camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? We can't stop. We still got to show face, whether it's one of us or all of us. We still got to show face. So I don't know who's going to host Friday morning. Ford, you want to take it? D. Ford, you want to take it? Angela?
I'll be there. I'll be there because I'm off.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ford will be hosting Friday morning's conversations. Of course, the brothers are going to be there. I myself will not be there, but I will be there tomorrow for Questions with Velvet. Pull up on me. It's going to be fun. Ain't going to be long, but it's going to be fun. Also, this weekend, what we got going on. So we have Friday. We have brothers. We have the Horsemen. Of course, I won't be there, but Brother Ford will be hosting Friday morning. Then we have Cooking with Brothers. We have Mr. Ford, the host. We got my twin, myself, Brother Micah, who will be joining us. And maybe Angelo might be joining us Saturday morning to cook breakfast. Okay, babe. We also have Sunday mornings. We have Micah's Ministry Sunday morning, 9 o'clock Mountain Time. If y'all don't know what Mountain Time is, check your clocks. Know what time. If you're on the East Coast, that's 11 o'clock in the morning. If you're on the West Coast, that's 8 o'clock in the morning. If you're on Central Time, that's 10 o'clock in the morning. So you got 8, 9, 10, 11. Once again.
Wait. They got clocks. They got clocks. They digital and analog. They got clocks. They don't need no help.
No, I think you better. No. You said, Michael, you on Mountain Standard Time, right?
That's 9 o'clock Mountain Time. So it's 8 o'clock Pacific Time, 10 o'clock Central Time, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
That part.
So that's Micah's Ministry for those that would like to join that morning. Or if you follow Micah, set your notifications so that way you know when the young brother's on. Also, She Moves the Room, all female panel. All female panel. So all the brothers you see up here, we be there to support, but we do not come up on it. We do not come up and be rocking them boxes. Pause. No diddy, no doubt. That is all for your sisters, for your ladies to come up there, and y'all can give us this work, because they gave us that work last week, and I was in my feelings. Not gonna hold you. Saturday, I was in my feelings, hard body.
Correction. I was gonna say correction. Some
Okay.
people do come up on the squares now. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And let me be the first to say, it took everything to keep me sedated on Saturday when the ladies came up. I wanted to get on the screen so bad and just do like this.
You know what? That's all good. Because you know what the sad part about it is, though?
I didn't do it, but I wanted to. I wanted to do it, but I didn't.
Look, I see Teresa and my son walking in the back. Yeah, I was in my feelings. I was walking behind the cameras. I was trying, man.
Listen, sometimes you gotta watch from the FYP. That way you ain't technically. You gotta watch from the FYP.
No, they had me on like the way they had me on fire. So you know that's the reason why I love doing Velvet questions with Velvet. Because guess what's happening tomorrow? Oh, y'all must have thought I forgot. I'm going hard in the paint tomorrow. I mean, I'm
You know
going.
something. If you want to bring back up that topic, and let me and you be up there together tomorrow.
You don't want to do that.
You want to bring it back up?
You don't want to do that.
No, I so do. Oh God, no, please, no. I so do. And the wisdom that I got on both ends of it.
No.
I love both
No.
your brothers, and I admire their wisdom.
Listen, they showered you.
If
They-
you're going to bring that topic back up, I would love it.
They showered you. They pampered you.
They, no. I'm talking about. We're not talking about the ladies. I'm talking about me and you for your life. I need it. I need it. Please invite me up tomorrow. Your uncle. Hey, T.O.
They trying to tell you something. I'm gonna tell you this. I love you. I love you, twin. I love you, twin. Like you my bro all day, but there's no holds barred.
I know. I got yo. Let me tell you
No,
something.
bro. Just
I was
watch
so
from the
stupid.
outside. Leave forward. Just watch from the outside. Drive the bus. Drive the bus. Just drive the bus. Let me say it like
Exactly.
this. Drive the bus. Don't go
That's
in there.
it.
Just chill. Just drive the bus.
Yeah, cause I got
And
that's
you know when I'm looking at Twin, I see Mariano Rivera. Come on over here and face me tonight.
yeah. Cause all this is everything I do on Thursday is just energy it's just stuff that's just been built up. So I get to release it. And boy do I get to release it.
Let him have it. Let him cook by himself. Leave him be. You don't want the sauce on you, just let him cook by himself. That's
And
it.
you can see on his face. He already right now, once this gas is over, he's gonna get something to eat, and he's gonna find his spot on that same chair and wait for tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, listen, if I'm gonna tell you like this, if you want to come and play victim, that's on you. But just be warned. You come up here, you gonna get you gonna
Hey, bro.
yeah, time is on it. I ain't got time to be playing right now. I'm gonna hold all this for tomorrow morning. But nah, my brothers, I love y'all, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Horsemen. Thank you for joining us this morning. As always, we truly appreciate y'all. We thank y'all so much for all the gifts, for all the taps, for all the likes, just for the shares, just for those in the comments. And I seen people was commenting with each other. We love the moderators. Thank y'all so much for all the work that y'all do, for taking the time out of your days to even just be here to support us and help us out when y'all could be doing other things. So we truly are blessed to have a great group of women. And so you heard what I said, a great group of sisters that are out there doing the things that they do for us because we reciprocate when it's their turn. So, ladies, if you're not doing anything Sunday, trust and believe. First of all, come get this ministry. Matter of fact, here's the better part. Saturday, come get some breakfast. Sunday, wake up to some scripture, and then Sunday evening, come with your high heels on and come and move the room. Because y'all women don't understand the power that you have when y'all come together. When y'all together, y'all more powerful than y'all are separated. And coming to that platform, She Moves the Room Sunday night, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's an amazing live. I think y'all ladies don't understand how much room that y'all have to move. Because you can't, you think if you move in the room by yourself, you're wrong. When your sisters move the room together, you're a force to be reckoned with. Trust me, I know. Because when I get into my feelings, when it's too many of y'all, and y'all humming like birds, oh nah. See, we can get one of y'all. We can't get a group of y'all. Learn something. Why you think you can't attack one brother? Because if you attack one, you attacked all of us. All we seen was one comment and we started attacking. Like what she said. I'm telling y'all, get it together. But anyway, I got a slide, fellas. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pack y'all up one by one so y'all can keep your analytics. Respectfully. I love each and every one of y'all. I appreciate y'all. We definitely gonna talk on the back end. Twin, we gotta talk about some stuff. Me, you, and Ford, and we gotta go over some things real quick, and then we'll plug the other fellas in later on after that. Brothers, be blessed. Ladies, pack them up.
Early shower.
This is the best part of their day. They love packing y'all up. Peace and blessings. Listen, everybody have an amazing day. Once again, if you do have questions for me tomorrow morning, once again, just respectfully, write your questions down tonight. And you can come and represent them tomorrow. If you're coming with a monologue, well, you're just going to have to deal with that part. Same time, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tomorrow morning. Questions with Velvet. I will be on at 9 o'clock. Come and get some. Come get some of the questions that you have answered. All right, Teresa. Anyway, peace and blessings, everybody. Enjoy your day on purpose.